Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday, Gino. Welcome back, my man. How's everybody else doing? Likewise, sir. Likewise. Hey, what's going on, Darren? I just got done watching the Blackhawks game. Literally finished just a couple minutes ago in the shootout. This is one of the better hockey games I've seen in a very long time. So I'm rocking the Hawks jersey tonight. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'd be a lot better if the Blackhawks would have scored one more goal in the shootout. But it was a great game. They played the Winnipeg Jets. And the Jets are pretty good. I thought the Hawks kind of jumped on them early, but just couldn't hold the reins in the second period. Fought back in the third, made it exciting. Speaking of hockey, I know that it's been a long time, Darren, that I promised it, but it finally came in. So we got some hockey. So it won't be for next week since I didn't have it at the time that I had posted yesterday, the auctions for next week. But I'm thinking not next week, but the week after. So I was thinking we could do that. What's up, Jean Reed? So we got some hockey. I got a few of them, just in case it ends up taking off. So you guys will have to give me some suggestions on how we should go about the hockey. Yeah, yeah. Finally got around to it. Made an order for a couple things, and yeah, hockey for sure. But you guys will have to let me know how we should do it. I was thinking divisional. I'm not sure if we'll have enough for everybody to pick like an individual team, but you guys will have to let me know what do you guys suggest. So there isn't a checklist per se, but if you go on RSA's website, just like the bats we've been doing, they'll give you like a list of all the jerseys that could potentially be. So there's the RSA website, just like we had for the baseball, and but you can see it's like a running checklist. So the checklist kind of like changes week to week based on who they have. I was looking at some of the hits that they could have, and I think it might actually here's the QR code in case you care to know. So I'll put it up to the screen, Darren, in case you want to go take a peek. So I think the checklist changes week to week based on what they have, kind of like the baseball bat, where the gold rush is kind of set in stone. I think this one changes. So, all right, guys. So we got 7 people or so here today. So we'll wait a few more minutes. But welcome back to Call Your Shot Sports Breaks. My name is Bart for the first timers. I want to say thank you to everybody that jumped in this week. We have the same pretty routine set of guys that are jumping in week to week, and I appreciate that. But we also had a very good subset of brand new names. Received a lot of positive feedback on eBay as well as just in the chat, kind of sending some messages out to people, getting some messages back. So I want to thank you guys for that. I did see a few maybe not so great comments on eBay. So the only thing that I ask is that if there's anything that I'm doing wrong, again, I don't claim to be perfect. Just reach out to me personally. I think some of the guys here that do reach out to me personally will tell you I've got no problem kind of talking through things. And but just I received kind of like 2 intermediate kind of feedbacks, and I wasn't sure how to take them. And these people didn't reach out to me at all about it. I wasn't sure if they were just kind of upset about not winning or hitting in the break, which I know the breaks are a lot more fun when you hit. But I don't know if you could talk to me about what's going on rather than just posting maybe bad feedback. I'm still kind of new to the game. This is just week 10. So negative feedback would impact me negatively on eBay. So I just ask that you guys reach out to me. If there's something unsatisfactory that I'm doing, just let me know. Like I said, I don't claim to be perfect, but I'm learning in progress, and I think we're making some moves on it. So please do me that favor. But again, thank you. The positive things way outperform the negative little things or the intermediate things. So I appreciate that. I did get a really good suggestion from somebody that was in the break last week. He suggested that I post the names of the teams as well as the owners of those teams for each and every break. So for this last week, I've actually been looking into 2 platforms that will allow me to do that. Now, I don't think I'll have enough time to have that ready for next week, but I'm hoping by 2 weeks' time. So when we're breaking open the hockey jersey, I'm hoping that the platform that I'm looking at, I got 2 of them in mind. I'll actually be able to do that and have the names on the screen so you guys can see you and your team and all that there, as well as which break I'm in and which one I'm doing. So I'm kind of like testing behind the scenes. So if you guys see me like log on here on YouTube during the week and you're wondering what's going on, that's just me testing things. If you're online or if you're looking at YouTube, feel free to jump in and talk to me while I do it. But probably at some point during this week, at some night, you'll see me doing some testing. So yeah. So thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. I know you haven't hit yet either, and you're just one of the most positive guys here. So I really appreciate that, Darren. Vance, welcome back. Second week. Yeah. I good luck to you. Good luck to everybody. I do wish everybody the best of luck, and hopefully we hit a big hit for somebody. And if it's not your week this week, that doesn't mean it can't be yours next week. So then in this upcoming week, for everybody that's on Facebook, I am going to drop in the freebie customer appreciation group member break. Again, it's free of charge. So I have a link in the video description for anybody that's interested in joining the Facebook group. What we'll do is we'll do this 2020 playbook, which has got Herbert, which has got a few other rookies. I think it's got Burrow. I think it's got Tua. So we'll just have to drop a 1 on the Facebook group, and just like we did a couple weeks back, where Darren actually ended up hitting the baseball. What we'll do is, for everybody that's on the Facebook group, if you drop a 1, we'll randomize it at the end of next week, and we'll open it on camera after the break. So if anybody's interested, we do have the Facebook group. That being said, guys, we'll jump in for this week. We have 3 items in the break. We have the Gold Rush Black Bag Edition, which seems to be a staple here. A lot of people end up liking it and enjoying it. We do have the 2025 Gold Rush Series 1 for football. We're still looking for another one of the headliners. In the first week we ever did, a couple guys will remember, I think Darren was here for this one. We ended up hitting the Jerry Rice, which is kind of crazy in the opening week. I think I've said that a few times already, but hoping to hit another one of the headliners that's here would be great. And then we'll end the nights here with the Gold Rush Baseball. This is the 2024 Series 4 Gold Rush Autographed Baseball. So I think we'll dive in here. I think we've got a good amount of people. We're up to 10 people now. So we'll start with the Black Bag Edition for the jerseys, as I tell you guys every week. But again, we got some new people this week. eBay is going to require that I mark all items as shipped. Whether or not your team hits, I have to mark all items as shipped. How you know that your team was the one that actually ended up hitting was if you receive a tracking number. If you see a tracking number on eBay, not only can you track your item after I send it on Monday morning, which I take a lot of pride in packing it up and getting it out the door right away, but you'll be able to track it as it gets to you. Most people are telling me 3 or 4 days is what it seems like. Whether or not you're on the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, it seems like 3 or 4 days. So at the end of the break, if you see that I marked it as shipped, but you don't see a tracking number, then unfortunately your team didn't hit for this week. But don't be discouraged. It's really just a numbers game. I've been doing breaks for 4 or 5 years now, and I know that the breaks are more fun when you hit. But there's nothing wrong with getting excited for some of the guys in the room and just being positive about it. All right, guys. So we're going to start this week with the black bag. I'm going to take you on a trip real quick around the bag itself. The guys that have been around here know that I'm big on transparency. Just want you guys to know that these bags, these items are exactly in the same shape as when I received them from the distributor. Of course, I don't know what's in these bags. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the biggest hits for you guys. That way you get excited about the break room. Hopefully you come back and we create a community of guys and people that are interested in sports and having fun with it. So that's a trip around the bag. We're going to dive right into it. I've got the live stream here on my phone. If there's anything on your end that doesn't go the way it's supposed to, just feel free to message me and we'll kind of go from there. So, hey, Ken, how's it going? All right. So we'll say good luck to all teams. We're going to dive right in. Our first item in the break this week is going to be the Gold Rush autograph jersey black bag edition for football. All right, guys. Good luck to all teams this week. Hopefully we have some big hits. All right, here we go. All right. So I recognize the colors for this jersey. This one looks black and gold. So this is a Lattimore. This is be going to the New Orleans Saints. So let's go take a peek at the jersey itself. I got a big old 23. Got a nice autograph there with a number inscription. And then this guy this week is Beckett Authenticated. So then I'll drop it in there if you guys want to take a look. So this is BL12295. Beckett Authenticated, number 23, Lattimore. And this is definitely a New Orleans Saints hit. So I'll go take a look at my list here. Again, nice autograph on the 23. Nice auto, not on the stitches or anything like that. And then for this week on the black bag for the New Orleans Saints is going to Ken. So this is going to Ken M. Ken, congrats. That's a nice hit. He's a big time player with a nice autograph. Again, congrats to Ken on the New Orleans Saints hit this week on the Lattimore. A solid one. Yeah, of course. Thanks for jumping back in this week, Ken. All right, guys. We'll keep it moving along here. So then I will move on to the second item for the break this week. Thanks, everybody in the chat. That's awesome. And we'll jump in 2025 Gold Rush. And, of course, this is Series 1. So getting low on the number of the boxes that I have left for Gold Rush. So I'm hoping that Gold Rush releases some new ones. Maybe they'll open up Series 2 here pretty soon. I think I'm down to like 3 boxes left of this guy right here. But as soon as they open up Series 2, I'll get some of those as well. So I'll take you guys on a trip around the box. Of course, for transparency purposes, I say it every week, but I like Gold Rush, not only because it has some of the biggest hits in the game, but also because of its transparency in terms of the boxes. We have the cellophane wrapping, as well as that patented secondary seal. So then for you guys at home, I know that I definitely appreciated things like this when I was on the other side of these things, just letting myself know that the item was in good shape. Of course, has never been opened before. You have the cellophane wrapping as well as the seal there as well. Secondary seal, of course, in good shape, indicating the box itself has never been opened. Okay, guys, so I walked around the box. Hopefully that'll suffice in terms of transparency, but here we go. And so here's the big one. I'm hoping for a big hit this week for somebody, just like when the first week we had that Jerry Rice. How about one of these other headliners for somebody? So good luck to all teams. 2025 Gold Rush autograph football jersey, Series 1. Let's get it, guys. How about something big for somebody here? There goes the cellophane wrapping. All right. And then here goes the seal, guys. So there's your secondary seal. Again, like I said, good luck to all teams. How about a big one this week? All right, guys. Let's see what we got. Ooh, I think I know what this is. And if I'm not mistaken, this guy just said he didn't get any hits yet. So how about this? How about Baker Mayfield? So Baker Mayfield on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This guy said he hasn't got any hits yet. Very deserving. One of the most positive guys here. Of course, Baker Mayfield. This is number 6. We got the Beckett Authentication. In this case, the Beckett Authentication 2W494773. Again, one more time out loud. 2W494773. on the Baker Mayfield. Look at that autograph. When it comes to hits, you cannot argue with quarterbacks. I'll take a look at my list, but I think I know. And of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week is going out to Darren. Darren, my man, congrats. You said it. You haven't got any big hits yet, but when it comes to Tampa Bay Bucks, I'd say that's a pretty solid one. I wasn't sure when they signed him what he would be, but let me tell you, he has helped my fantasy football team for the last 2 years. So, Darren, congrats, my man. I have to imagine all the positive vibes and the positive juju that you've given everybody else in the break room is starting to come back your way, my man. So, congrats, Darren. Baker Mayfield. That's clean. Beckett authentication. That's awesome. All right. I'll keep it on the screen. Let's get this box taken care of. All right, guys. So 2 solid hits there so far in the football. We're down to our last break this week. So far, so good. We asked for some hits, and so far, so good. Yeah, thanks, Darren. I definitely will. You'll see some pictures up on the Facebook group. All right, guys. So how about this one? The last guy for this week. And then for next week, maybe I should also say for next week, we'll also have another baseball. Next week, we're also going to bring back the baseball bat. So if anybody's that's interested, I know that we have some new people this week. So if anybody's interested in taking a look at that rotating checklist, here's the bat itself for next week. But if you want to see that checklist, we're going to be doing a baseball bat, and of course the black bag football. And then I think the following week we'll have some hockey, and I think also some football that following week as well, because the NFL draft is going to be going on that week. So I know you guys will, or if you're as excited as I am, I'm hoping that my Bears do right by us in the drafts, get some linemen, get some help on the offensive side. So for the NFL draft, I'm going to have some extra football as well. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's get to the last break this week. And the first time that we opened this, we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Vladdy Baby. And I would say that was a really solid hit for the first go around. So I'm going to walk you around the box just like I did for the other two, or for the bag in the box. Of course, much smaller box. But since it is a Gold Rush product, it still has that patented secondary seal. I say it so often. Maybe there'll be a sponsorship coming up. I don't know if anybody from Gold Rush is watching. Why not? So there's your seal. All right, guys. So good luck to all teams. Here we go. Gold Rush 2024 autograph. This is Series 4. Good luck to everybody out there. A couple good hits this week. Let's get another one for somebody. So there goes the cellophane wrapping. All right, guys. I'll bring you up to the seal. Of course, we had a lot of guys in just the baseball portion of this, which is okay. We got some football guys, definitely some baseball guys. All right, here we go. There goes the secondary seal. Good luck to all teams. These can sometimes be difficult to open, so I'll try my best and keep it on the screen here. There we go. All right. Here we go, guys. Like I said, good luck to all teams. Ooh, this is a nice hit. And I am very jealous of this hit. So here's the autograph. I'm going to be jealous of this one. So I think my leg gets in the way. There's a number 30. And this is Kyle Tucker. So Kyle Tucker, longtime Houston Astro and current Chicago Cub. So this is going to be a Chicago Cub hit. So I got Kyle Tucker, number 30. Beautiful autograph. Big time hitter. I'm hoping the Cubs keep him because he's been mashing for us early on. This is Kyle Tucker. I'll go take a look at my list. But I'll tell you right now, I am a jealous man. Whoever walked away with the Kyle Tucker, you might get a message from me. What can I trade you? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it will go out to whoever hit it. I'm a huge Cubs fan myself, born and raised. So I'll leave it on screen here. I'll go take a peek at my list. All right, guys. This week in Gold Rush Baseball, for the Chicago Cubs, we have Ken. Ken, you're on a heater. So Ken with the Saints jersey. And in this case, Ken also for the baseball. So Kyle Tucker going out to Chicago Cubs, going out to Ken. Ken, congrats. I'm very jealous. From one Cubs fan to another. Enjoy. And the authentication, in case you care to know, is Beckett authentication. I'll put it up to the screen here so you can see it, Ken. This is 1W981613. Yeah, that is a solid hit. Let's just hope that the Cubs can keep him around. You're going to have a nice one. Kyle Tucker. All right, congrats again, Ken. Thanks for coming back. Ken, another one of our guys who is one of the day one OGs. So, yeah, this week was an OG break. We had Ken and we had Darren. So, a quick recap for anybody that just joined us late. So, just like we just saw a few times, we had the Kyle Tucker on the signed baseball going on Chicago Cubs and Ken M. That was a really nice hit. Baker Mayfield for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Beautiful autograph. Beckett authenticated. Baker Mayfield going out to Darren. Darren, congrats again, my man. And the first hit that we had tonight, definitely not the least, we had the Lattimore going out to New Orleans Saints. Number 23, with a nice autograph, smack that in the middle. And of course, Beckett authenticated. All right, guys. I'm going to stick around if there's anything you need from me. Again, if you have any suggestions, like I said, I'm not, I don't claim to be perfect. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, for the person that put the suggestion into eBay about having the team names and having the owner names, I'm working on it. So give me a week or two to make sure I can get it right. I don't want to have it here if I'm not confident in it, but I'm going to try to get that for you guys. If you have other suggestions, please let me know. Otherwise, if there's something that you want to talk about, just reach out to me. I always ask that we just communicate. I feel like a lot of the issues that might arise, we could just get around by just talking to each other. If you're interested in joining the Facebook group coming this week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll throw it in there for the little freebie for customer appreciation, group member appreciation. We got the 2020 playbook opening next week. Got some really nice potential hits for some rookie quarterbacks from 2020. Like I said, Tua, you've got Burrow in there, and a few of the other guys. So that should be a decent one going out for free to somebody in the Facebook group. And like I said, we got the baseball bat and the baseball in the black bag. And then 2 weeks from now, we'll have some hockey. If you're somebody that's interested in hockey, shoot me a message. How should we break it? Should we break it by division? Should we try something else? If you know a good way to do it, if you have a suggestion, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, if nobody gives me suggestions, I'll ask around and see what I could do. Yeah. Thanks again, Gino. Gino, have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks again for jumping back in this week. Yeah, thanks, Ken. Congrats on the big hits. Yeah, problem, Darren. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, the 32 teams. I'll see what I could do. I wonder if it will fill, but I got your suggestion. If nobody else suggests it, then I'll try the teams, Darren. And if I need to buy the Blackhawks myself, then I'll buy the Blackhawks myself. No, I'm just kidding. But if you're the only one suggesting it, then I'll see what I can do. Darren, I might shoot you a message, just try to get bounce some ideas off you about the hockey. So look out for a message from me. Maybe I'll try tomorrow or something. We can bounce around some ideas for it. All right. Yeah. So Gino wants to do teams, Darren teams. Okay. So I got 2 suggestions and they're both teams. So all right, maybe we'll give it a shot. And what's the worst that could happen, right? We'll see if there are any hockey fans that come out and kind of go from there. Oh yeah, for sure. No, thanks, guys. Yeah. So if you're telling me teams, I'm gonna try teams. Right? What's the worst that could happen? Maybe we'll get some hockey fans that come out of the woodwork. Maybe there's some hockey fans on eBay that haven't found Call Your Shot Sports Breaks. So hey, what's the worst that could happen? So let's try teams. So that won't be this next week, but the following week. So let's say 2 weeks. We'll try to get it done. So you guys got it. I'm gonna go teams. We're gonna give it a shot. All right, guys. Thanks again for all the positivity. Thanks for making this enjoyable for me. Hopefully, it was enjoyable for everybody. It was a good week in terms of hits. Hopefully, next week is as good or even better. All right, guys. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the positivity and making this enjoyable for me. This is exactly what I imagined, and that's not an easy thing to say. So, all right, guys. Peace out. Have a nice weekend. See ya.